assistants plus many more. John K. OK and Princess Elessa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Divisive and destructive politics.
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Dara Dara, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir. I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is
when your radio sounds better, it's got to be Freedom 87.9 FM.
Guess what? Then people come and pay. Oh, we didn't eat here with me. Just sat our men and they get it wrong. What's more than citizen and taking from free bowl? I was there to, you know, it's on sale. We didn't buy it. Yes, say, we didn't model something about it. We're running down there.
It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now, will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping people, they breaking property on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things. But we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what I'm yama 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 yama. I will have drama 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 drama. I give you all sama 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 sama. Mr. Rescue, I just want to ask you one question. That will you give the rescue?
Oh, we didn't eat here with me. Just sat our men and they get it wrong. What's more than citizen and taking from free bowl? I was there to, you know, it's on sale. We didn't buy it. Yes, say, we didn't model something about it. We're running down there.
Mr. Rescue, I just want to ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to go rescue your people. Oh, that's why you tell us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest press now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping people, breaking property on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you not alone.
Oh yeah, these are the lyrics. Roaming and roving the minds of Liberians from across the country. The message is clear and consistent. From the southeast to the western part of Liberia,
but we're not seeing changes.
and you can place emphasis on the central part of Liberia.
We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two.
Wherever you find yourself, the message is fixed. Liberians are concerned about these issues
Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering.
that Takon J and others are raising in the music.
But the Liberian people suffering.
The question is, what is our government doing?
I said,
What our government has done, or what has our government done?
question now you give the rest.
Are we impressed with the impact our government is making
You say you give the rest.
to ensure that these issues are resolved,
The people say
to
now.
ensure that Liberians have access to their basic needs? And we can go on and on to name the different issues. But let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. And welcome to this edition of Freedom Hub. And I see Alexa laughing. I'm sure she thought I was about to say a Freedom Morning Rise, but no, this is Freedom Hub. And it's Wednesday in the Republic of Liberia. 16 minutes past 4 o'clock.
You not give him the people what
As a matter of fact,
the rest.
today is August 5th,
It's the rest. The people say now.
2026.
If here with me, then the sun all made and they get it wrong. What's more than situation inside?
And yes, we're hanging in here
So, you know, it's all
to drive you straight up to 6 o'clock and talking all of the issues
It's the rescue.
that are making headlines in our country, the issues that are trending
One question now you give the rescue.
on different fronts,
You not give him the people.
from the closure, or some call it the seizure of
Ask you. It's the
the
rescue.
entire facility of a private bar
You say you
there in Pinsville
love people.
in connection to this over 300 million drug
You even claim to even be
investigation that is ongoing,
the rest. But why you for us?
to the what appears to be an admittance by the military. Our armed forces of Liberia has said to us clearly, hey, we do not have the capacity.
Show your kids.
We actually thought initially we had the capacity to pursue and arrest
They want you. Tell me why the people vote you for.
the mysterious vessel.
You not know. It's the rescue.
We boarded the vessel,
I just wanna ask you one question.
had to get into the point. The vessel have
The people
disembarked.
say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. It's the
They
rescue.
say, we can catch you. Did you go way in the deep water?
Say you was coming to change
And
things.
we can reach there. We're not able to reach there.
It changes.
So we can't tell you so you can know.
Now your rescue team. Stay. We not
These are the issues we want to talk about today.
to do. CDC and
Front Page Africa has written an elaborate article
you wish on
which
it.
Princess Alexa Vanja Cody along with myself.
You dance as
We are going to make sense of these issues.
people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your
So yes, stick and stay. Don't go away. We want to take a break from our partner Cram Stopper Liberia.
question now. Who you give the rescue.
But before then, let's bring in Princess Vanja Cody.
Give him the people what they want.
Princess, good morning.
Good morning. You want to go back to Freedom Morning
Good evening
Rise,
to you,
right?
Princess. Good evening.
Hello, Austin. I almost said hello, Oliver. Hello, Jerome. But that's how we do it. We're Freedom, so you can do that. We're Freedom, so every now and then you listen to any of the voices of Freedom or any of our platforms right here. I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And I think it is a full circle moment again to be here with us. I remember, I don't know how many weeks or how many months, maybe a year now. I remember I was, joining you and Abu in the morning at a point in time. So it is good to have you on our platform. So welcome to our platform. And we're going to run you through with all the happenings in the country. Austin just gave you a rundown of what we'll be talking about. We started yesterday and we're going to continue. Every day it seems like it is just the same things we're saying, but in different words and different phrases and stuff. So we're here again to talk about, all the things that are happening. 300 million drug that is still ongoing. Private bar has now resurfaced. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. And our Coast Guard personnel yesterday before we left here shared breaking news from one of the news outlets that had told us the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia had announced that we do not have the capacity, we do not have the equipment to go after the very strange vessel as it has been described. But we're here and we're going to read different stories. We're also going to give you our analysis, but we'd like to say welcome.
Welcome. Let me try to sound like
Mr. Khan.
Vanga Kori.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
And all of the issues.
Then you coming for on your platform.
Issues, and we can make. But I was in the middle, intermittently, I would try to sound like Oliver.
Try.
I would try to sound like him.
And please, you should continue to mention money. Elessa, Ajerum. That's the country.
This is the issue. And we have to understand that these things do not just happen. In the blue sky. Things we have to put the issues in the right perspective and ensure that our government do everything to ensure that Liberians have.
It's okay. I don't want to be sacked. Please. But Oliver is not here today, and maybe he's going to join us later on. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's going to be via the phone or not. But he's not here. Adjum is also not here. So us and I were here to take you through, and we're just going to have a good time with you. That's basically, you can say, the size of the program. That's the size of what we have. For those of you who like us, for those of you who don't like us, that's why we're always here. This is the size of today's presentation of Freedom Hub on your radio, the biggest thing to happen to Liberia about this time. So we'll get back to you in the next few minutes. So we're going to listen to Crime Stoppers Liberia and get back to you.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper, yeah, for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it. And you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia,
from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Liberia, from the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, thank you, Crime Stopper Liberia. It's good to be back. Let me say thanks to all of you for joining us this evening on this edition of the show. So there are too many things that have happened over the space of 72 hours, and it's important that we put all of these thoughts together, all of these happenings together, and render our thoughts on these issues because they are tied to governance. They concern our peace and our security, and so it's important we make sense of these issues. I'm sure all of you Liberians, some way somehow, you should be concerned about everything that's happening surrounding this over 300 million drug seizure and ongoing investigation. So I don't know how do we start, but I think we'll start with this communication from the former Deputy Director General at the Rabat International Airport, because he had earlier written a communication to the Maritime Authority requesting, shall I call it shelter or rescue, requesting the Maritime Authority to authorize approval to ensure that the vessel is rescued because they say it was distressed.
Like emotional vessel.
So they needed to rescue the vessel. We've not gotten a response from the Maritime Authority if there is one. We need to see whether we can get the response from the Maritime Authority then and see what their response was. But until we can do that, let's see where all of this started.
Okay, so this we're already in August. So this is something that is dated July 13, 2026. And as Austin said, it was addressed to the Commissioner CEO Liberia Maritime Authority. So it says, Dear Councillor La, on behalf of the owners and the master of IB Atlantic for IMO number 8502133, flying the flag of Comoros, we wish to notify you that the said vessel is in distress at sea. Please say emotional distress at sea due to loss of engine performance. The loss in engine performance is suspected to be caused by external obstruction affecting the vessel's propeller. As a result, the vessel has severely reduced maneuverability and is unable to maintain normal speed. In view of the above, we request, please take into consideration this line. In view of the above, we request that the Liberian Maritime Administration grant the vessel all privileges under national and international maritime law to berth at the free port of Monrovia or at its approaches and encouraged on July 14, 2026 to attend to the external obstruction by supplying divers and lubricants. Also, we request that you advise all mariners and other vessels to keep clear. Austin, are you hearing this? To keep clear due to the vessel's restricted maneuverability. Thanks in advance for the prompt action as we all endeavor to promote safe navigation, protection of property, and the marine environment. Sincerely, this is signed by So he sent this not as the airport.
No, as the owner,
So
the agent.
Marjorie's and Companies Incorporated, registered agent Egon. Wow. So this is CC Sekou Dukle, Managing Director, National Port Authority. So this is exactly what Ale, how you go? This is exactly what was released. Was it yesterday? It was shared yesterday, right?
Yes, late yesterday.
Late yesterday. So this is the communication that was shared yesterday, and just looking at what this vessel, where this vessel in distress has gone. It is already in reverses probably at about this point in time. So I don't know what kind of distress they were talking about. It's an emotional one, and I think that engine. I'm not sure engine can go through emotional problem and whatnot.
They could place the emotional problem in the context of marine operation,
Yeah.
so that could be acceptable. But Alexa, this communication, the date first is concerning July 13th, 2026. And the reason why we must place emphasis on the date is to clear this the doubt around this conversation that these operations started or begun under a particular regime. It's important to clear this. We establish this fact. That's the first fact I think we should establish. July 13, 2026, a communication addressed to Nito Zaza Lai, Senior. Nito is the current commissioner of the Liberia Maritime Authority, and he became commissioner under the Unity Party-led government. Okay, so let's establish that.
It's a new commissioner.
Sure. Now, the second point that we should establish or emphasize here is that let's reflect our minds. Mr. Barker made a visit to Comoros. Okay, and when he came back, they spoke about the need they spoke about their drive to establish business relationship with Comoros, how they endow and they are a stake in the marine operation and all of that. And so obviously, Mr. Braga will not just wake up and go to Comoros or establish connection with Comoros. It has to be a recommendation from a player of his government. So you can see the link. You can see the link here. So all of us can easily conclude that it was Kuya who established the link or connected the president and the government, their government,
to Comoros,
the Comoros. Whether for a good reason, I don't think it was for a good reason, considering everything that is happening now and his involvement, his arrest, and subsequent indictment. You can establish that the motive was a criminal. Now, vessel in distress.
That's the part I'm also concerned about.
At sea, due to loss of engine performance.
So how?
He's not an engineer.
How do you know?
So
was he told?
Who told him? How did the person get the information? What's the person's connection to the vessel?
Exactly.
So a lot of critical questions here that need to be answered. So you see that there's no surprise here what our American partners were able to compel the government to take actions against these cartel members. He didn't address Nintola as a government official.
No, that's another concerning part.
Egon Kuya was deputy managing director working at the Rabos International Airport. Let's not forget that. Let's underline that.
And he is now dismissed.
He's dismissed.
He's dismissed.
So, as Deputy Director General working at the Rabos International Airport, this man owned this vessel. Liberians are rich, some of them.
They really got
to own the vessel, that's not a joke. The question is, where did he get money from to own a vessel?
And he signed this as registered agent. Registered agent.
He has his partners. They're working together. Everything is
Exactly.
representing them here in Liberia. But let's go to the second point, the second paragraph where you say it's important, which is
It is very important. In
In
view of the above, we request,
Me and my cartel members.
yes,
Me and my drug dealers. Me and my drug dealer friends who brought the cocaine in the country. We are asking you.
that the Liberian Maritime Administration grant the vessel all privileges under
Maritime should allow them to bring their cocaine in the country.
all privileges. He said under national and international maritime law. I don't know where that law come from, but and there's a part. He said also, we request that you advise all mariners and other vessels to keep clear due to the vessel's restricted maneuverability. Why is this very specific? Do you not need help? So why are you? In fact, it sounded like a mandate.
I advise that
I'm telling
mariners,
you must tell all that people that done it, they must just stay off.
all of you seafarers, all of you Coast Guard members,
Don't come
just stay
around.
off, stay clear of
Yes.
this vessel. Don't come around. When you see it, forget about it.
Because the vessel get restricted maneuverability. Hi.
It is struggling to
Move
around in the water
Simple English. It can move like day, free.
because the engine misbehaving. So it's struggling to move around in the water to make it way to the to where it's supposed to go dock.
Because it talked about external obstruction.
So Coast Guard, you forget about the vessel. When you see this vessel coming, you open corridor. If your people there, SIPO police, anything that has to do with, that's why they say mariners, any operation you get to do on the water,
Whether you diverse or
you wow.
what you
When you see the vessel coming, open corridor. Don't give it hard time. Don't intercept it. Don't ask any question. Don't bother it. Ensure that it goes in the direction that it is going. Because it's on tension. It is emotionally
distressed. Emotionally distressed.
using words and formality to commit crime.
Saying all privileges. You know what it means for someone to say, give us the all privileges?
To attend to the external obstruction.
Do you know what that
Supplying
means?
divers and lubricants. Also request that you advise all mariners and other vessels to keep clear. The seamen say, please give us divers
So what do you already want? Or what you guys
and
want?
lubricants. Maybe that bill are going low.
Yeah.
In vessels. So you provide us some lubricants, provide us divers to provide guidance to guide us into
Yeah.
our 5 or 6 nautical mile where the vessel will go dock, and then we're going to offload our cocaine, pass it through Sekou Douglas office, and bring it outside,
It will be
and
done.
put what they'll call in front, and put the other man behind, and put one, and carry it to VOA, and put it in Jeremiah Conference. That's what the letter saying you. Let me see you. That's exactly what the letter say. Open corridor, take it from the sea, put it in Sekou Douglas office, in the air, take it from Sekou Douglas office, put it outside, put what they'll call behind, put the other police escort in front, and move one. It go out of Rossville or VOA, wherever place they want to carry. So let's read what Front Page Africa
Okay, so
has written.
So this is exactly what you know what I like these days is the fact that Rodney himself is just in it. I remember we read a story, I think it was day before yesterday, and again it was written by Rodney. So today this one is written by Rodney.
Yeah, it's not. It may put their own bar down there.
Yeah, exactly. It's own balance, so you can see it and you say, okay, that meant. So it says, dismissed RIA airport official is sole owner of firm behind rejected dog request for fugitive vessel. They say fugitive. We'll explain what it means when you are a fugitive. So it says, The Liberian businessman who wrote, so he is not being addressed now as the
Former official of
yeah,
the
so he
government.
is because he wrote in his capacity as a
Businessman.
businessman, not as an official of
So we're
government.
addressing as that.
Yeah. The Liberian businessman who wrote to maritime authorities seeking dock privileges for the now fugitive vessel RB Atlantic 4 is the sole owner of the company on whose behalf he made the request. Corporate filings reviewed, this newspaper show. It says Mark Egon Kwa, until recently deputy director for operations at Rapids International Airport, is listed as the 100% shareholder of Marjories and Companies Incorporated, according to articles of incorporation filed.
Which we have here.
Great. Filed with the Liberia Business Registry on September 21, 2018.
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe I already asked.
The filing lists Kwa recorded there as Egon Kwa, and that's how he signed this letter for the record of Marshall Margibi County as holding all 100 authorized shares of the company, which was formed to engage. So you get this part. Authorized shares of the company, which was formed to engage in fishing, fisheries, cold storage, and related import-export business. So this company was, established to get involved with all the people that can sell cold storage in it, fishing, all that in it.
Yeah, I can store the cocaine cool for long.
Yeah. On July 13, Koa wrote the Liberia Maritime Authority as registered agent for the company. Identified, he the only president, he the registered agent, he's the secretary. Identified in that correspondence as Marjorie's Group of Companies Incorporated, describing the vessel in distress with propeller damage and requesting privileges to dock at the free port of Monrovia. Lima rejected. That is the Liberia Maritime Authority. So this is a response that rejected the request, telling Front Page Africa the account did not add up. The vessel was still in Sierra Leone waters at the time and had not docked anywhere yet, was already been stored a Liberian berth and a DAF team. So why they put on ready to come on this side? So there's you have the documents, right?
Yeah.
So the documents are here. So far, so good.
So I think we should read some of the documents, the articles of incorporation that is here, along with the certificate we have, whatever we have, so you know what we're talking about. You see the articles of incorporation, Marjories and Companies Incorporated, Republic of Liberia, September 21. This copy, the copy of this document is filed in accordance with Section 1.4 of the Business Corporation Act on September 21, 2018. At Joey in power.
Yeah.
I will tell you why we're placing emphasis on Joey in power. So you see at the close of the article of incorporation is here, in witness thereof, I have here to set my hand and affix my signature on this blend day of August 2018. James T. Mitchell witnessed this document, and then consider William A. and Bento. William Bento.
I think it was
I know him
last night.
I know him. Yeah.
Yeah, he has his era around Rototown. Yeah. Is it Rototown? There's a law firm.
I don't know his law firm, but
that's exactly the name of the law firm.
Okay. William A. and Bento Incorporated. Bento was who they say we should emphasize, we should clarify that the now will be that one. That Bento in there. Anything about Bento, like Bento will clarify that one.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
But Councillor Bento, tiny Bento, Gbarn, yes, Bento. They call the country with Bento.
Yeah,
Bento.
It sounds Nimba, like a Nimba name or something. But let's move forward.
So Councillor William A. and Bento is the incorporator on behalf of the company. Okay, and then Michelle signed as a witness. You see the article 7, article 8, clearly indicate what they're going to be involved with, and all of that. And you go back, you see all of the basic information here in the articles of incorporation. So we have everything here, with his name, his title, everything.
So 100% he holds all the shares across the board of this company, right?
100%. The man, one man, the man is
one man,
the CEO, the managing director, the executive director.
He's the chair of the board, wherever it is. So he's a one man.
So Alexa, the man said, according to him, according to the articles, he said the general name of the business in which the corporation shall engage is as follows. One, the general nature, to engage in fishing and fisheries related activities, business. To engage in import, export, processing, and sale of fish and fish related products. I don't know when cooking became fish related products.
As long as you see it, you never tell.
To import, operate, and sell cold storage facilities and equipment. I don't know what cooking is a cold storage facility or a cold storage equipment. To purchase and hold interest in subsidiary entities, to engage in any. Oh, you look at me.
Any what?
So to engage in any and all. Good now, lawful.
Oh, wow.
To engage in any and all lawful business within and out of the Republic of Liberia.
Within. Oh, yeah, because it talked about import, export.
Yes. So this is just an excerpt from the articles of incorporation. And his tax receipt here, tax payment receipt is here also. I mean, I got everything.
Yeah, he has all his documents.
So he was legally established. The company is legally established under Liberian laws, but for more indication, was engaged into cocaine trafficking. And only one individual has everything or owns everything in this company, which is the former deputy director for operations at the Rabas International Airport, Kuya. Now, in 2018, just around September, when the June 7 protest was in 2019, right?
That's it?
No, in 2019. But there was another protest held in 2018. Now, but the point I want to make is that our friends from the other side have consistently argued that it was George Weah who brought, or George Weah's government, that the cartel was established in our country. We agree. For the sake of the argument, we agree. The question is, now that we have agreed that the cartel, the drug cartel, was established in Liberia under the CDC government, the question is, who are those that established the cartel?
Who are the members of the cartel?
Who are those that established the cartel? So we are not arguing anymore. Those of us who support the CDC or the CDC government, we are not arguing that the cartel was never established under the CDC government.
Since that's your point.
We don't want to waste time. We don't want to waste our audience time. We agreed that the cartel was established under the CDC government. Evidenced by this article of incorporation. The question is, who established the cartel? The Unity Party folks. By September 2018, Johnny Boladi was never in the police. By September 2018, Wadel Kwabu was never a senior police officer. He was a patrol officer, a traffic officer. By September 2018, all of the security personnel who are arrested in connection to this job, they were all not in the security sector or at lower level or the lowest level. They didn't have the influence in the connection or the authorization to go and escort anything. But they were still members of the cartel operating on the ground. I'm sure they wouldn't want to accept that. Makuya was running her B. Yeah, establish a business. Since CDC in power, let me can establish my cocaine, my business, and start trading or trafficking my cocaine. We grew my man Buladin and the other men, and we start operating. So he established his company under the guise of engaging into fishery. If this was Oliver, you know what you're going to say? I will suspend you.
Yeah.
Okay, so so they established their business. We're not in the government, but let's establish this cocaine business to ensure that we destabilize the government. We will be in the government trading cocaine. We will be in the government trafficking cocaine, while we sponsor using the money earned from the trafficking of cocaine to sponsor the United Party into different groups to start staging protests and demonstrations under the pretext that Joria brought Kuch in the country and that Kuch was killing our children. So let's put it. What they were protesting against Kuch, they were trafficking cocaine. So you use those multiple protests as distraction from their cocaine trade and make the case to the country to look like they were seriously or sincerely against Kuch in our country. The document speaks to that. Alexa, this is concerning the fact that the military will come public and say, we do not have the capacity. Do you remember when Senator Conan said in the Senate, he tried to use Facebook or the Google research tool
the
or result
the number
to
of men we have, and they thought that was something that was treasonous.
They took offense,
right?
And they were calls for Amara Conan to be impeached.
He was exposing the military power of the country. That was like a whole saga.
But push forward to this cocaine, this distressed unquote vessel. The sea military went into camera and said, Mama Yakao, one vessel up sea after 1 month on our waters, we didn't know. They probably had to raise the alarm. And so at this point, we've been instructed or mandated by General Fuller to go into the place and see and take siege of the vessel. Y'all bring your camera so you can see how many men are on board this operation. And the entire world got to know that 14 men were sailing down there. Before the 14 men reached there, the vessel Chile
disappeared, reappeared, disappeared again.
The men told phone call, hello. We see the vessel, but we can't reach there. The men were in the deep sea.
So we're not
we can't go there. We don't have the capacity to go there. We see them, but they're in the deep sea. They play the air. We can't go there. They say your turn when you come back. You don't force your way. Your turn when you come back. But you know what? It was organized. It was staged. It was calculated. It was intentional. It was intentional. Then the military issued a statement or spoke to Front Page Africa yesterday.
Yes, the chief of staff.
The chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia revealed to Front Page Africa.
Let me find it.
That the military does not have the capacity to pursue the vessel because the vessel is already in deep sea. This is a vessel that was distressed.
How did it reach that far?
Where did it recollect its engine from? Where did it get mechanic from? Or engine they had to go and repair the vessel machine and refill the vessel with lubricants, and now the vessel was able to make a detour. It's no longer struggling to maneuver its way in the water. It is in deep sea, and the military does not have the capacity to pursue the vessel. What kind of miracle is that in Liberia? Even Jesus Christ did not perform such miracle. Jesus preferred walking on the water to reach the way he wanted to reach. There's a vessel in space second jetting and wanted to go down. The vessel what? They're not speedboat we're talking about.
It's a spiritual vessel.
The vessel is in deep sea. Liberian government say we do not have the capacity to go there. This is embarrassing. It's shameful. Now the military is saying somebody from in the armed forces leaked the information to the crew members on the vessel.
What do you mean? They're joking, right?
So we stupid people, right? We not get sense. LOL in Liberia, we not get sense. We saw 14 military men on boarding the vessel to proceed on their operations. They went live. That was not revelation.
Mm-hmm.
That was not revelation. That action did not reveal to the cartel members in Liberia. Police officers, security officers in Liberia are being connected, are being linked. And you sat in Monrovia before leaving the free port, you call camera and place yourself on live and say, y'all check us. You think the cartel member would not have communicated to those crew members on the vessel to say, y'all leave? People coming?
But the first thing, who actually had the audacity to say it was leaked? Because I said yesterday, Austin, that number one, every entity reserves the right to refusing mainstream media, televising whatever activity they're involved with.
Yeah.
So it is impossible and it is laughable to say the least that media practitioners from Spoon or other media outlets
news
exactly went there and they were not needed, yet you allowed them to film your Coast Guard personnel. What sense does it make?
Where did they pass?
Where?
Who granted them access?
You saw them record. You didn't tell them, stop. You cannot record here. That was done. That was the entire day. And people were talking about it. Some citizens had concerns like, why would you expose our men? Because that was exposing those men to danger. Anything could have happened. You didn't stop them. It was broadcast live. People were reading comments and, Diamond from Spawn was, detailing how the two boats look like.
The size of it.
The size of it. How many men are going in this one? How many men are going in that one? How many sacks of water? 2 sacks. All those things. He was even telling us to some extent what the mission was all about.
Yeah.
So if that was not allowed, how did you not stop them?
How did he even get the information, the detail of the mission?
Exactly. I'm sure they were briefed. Usually they will go into a late meeting and say, "Oh, this is it." We'll go there, just know what to say. So this is hypocrisy. I'm not gonna lie. You saying to someone that, "Oh, it was leaked," that's hypocrisy. That's the simplest way to put it.
And that's why we must call on the state to reveal the name or names of those who leaked, who are accused of leaking the information to those crew members on the vessel, so they can be prosecuted. They have to be prosecuted. This is a form of espionage. You can leak a military information or information about a military operation to the very people you go into.
So it means you're telling the people we're coming, so go.
Oh yes,
right. This is a signal. This is an alert to say we're coming. We don't want to be there. We don't want to meet you there. Because sorry, Oliver. Austin. I'm sorry, guys. Austin. When people are being so crafty, they make mistakes because they're trying to have a scripted operation. So today Austin and Alexa, they're going to do something. They already know what they're going to do, and they don't want it to be way more obvious. But people who read between the lines, obviously they're going to know, like, they think not ordinary thing here. How are you sending your people, I don't want to say to capture a distressed ship or a distressed vessel, and then you broadcast it? People who are speculating, people who are saying you guys were sending messages to those people, they could be right. We could believe them. Because no serious government, no serious country will send their military men, and then you pull the people and say, "Oh, get 5 men are coming for you."
Yeah.
You telling the people how many people you sending to go for any?
The quantity of the water they even have on board.
What are you talking about? Like that's something that's, I don't know, but this doesn't make sense. And to sum it all up, From Bitch Africa reported yesterday, I just got it.
Okay.
Okay. From Bitch Africa, I think we're already leaving. And they said, Armed Forces of Liberia Chief of Staff Major General Davidson Follett says the military has been in hot pursuit since the vessel crossed into Liberian waters. But he admits the Coast Guard's boats are not equipped to operate far into the Atlantic. Austin, make this make sense.
Far into the Atlantic.
So why you sending people?
The first Fuller should be dismissed. You see, this is really shameful and embarrassing.
These people are, I don't know.
The first mistake, yes, from the security standpoint, learn knowledge I have. The equipment you're using is supposed to be carefully assessed, evaluated. In fact, you're supposed to already know the capacity of what you're using. If you go on a military operation, as in this case, and you decided to use amongst all of the boats, you decided to use this boat.
Yeah.
First, they know where the boat is going. You calculate the distance.
It is to be serviced before it even leaves.
Secondly, you should know what the boat or the operation is going to capture. So you want to know where this vessel is. How far from here to the vessel? What those may be on the vessel?
Exactly.
How many crew members may be on the vessel? So it means the government apply no intelligence.
Like that should be your homework.
No intelligence.
Because if you are sending someone to capture something, you already have every piece of information regarding what you're going to get.
Sure. So if you know the vessel is in rubber spot as was reported, you were supposed to know that two things. If the vessel is actually in distress and struggling to maneuver its way,
move on this.
Yeah, because that's what it said. And struggling to maneuver its way, it means either they might be en route to Morovia.
Yes, exactly.
A vessel in distress does not have the capacity
to move
to
around
U-turn.
that. Yeah, because you just going at it.
Yeah.
You already have, they say, external obstruction, right?
Sure.
So you can be that day. You already find it hard to move around.
To maneuver.
Yeah.
But calculatively, this vessel was able to do a U-turn or maneuver your way straight into deep sea.
What kind of distress?
The military says to us, they didn't consider that where the vessel was deep sea or was close to deep sea.
That doesn't add up at all. It doesn't.
Under which condition? What condition did you consider before sending that boat
with our men? So you know the boats are not equipped enough to operate far into the Atlantic Ocean, far into deep sea. Yet you send two boats
14 minutes
along with these men have their family members who are praying for them every now and then. You just send in their pump.
Y'all go.
Y'all
anyway, you can stop y'all stop there. You can make it, y'all come back.
Exactly.
We say our waters six nautical miles from the to our land. That's 6. Did the military establish whether the boat, whether the vessel was within the Liberia, within the six nautical miles?
Was that established?
Did they establish it? They have enough questions to answer. Because you have to establish all these things. That's what you see I love to, you see, when we make a reference to the Americans, people say, oh,
what are you comparing?
Yes, America, I won't go.
They're always asking,
I want to go for everything. I want people for everything.
You need to be prepared.
Because the Americans will sit down and process all of this information to know exactly from point A to point B, point C to point D. They will study possibility. The possibility of this. Let's assume this vessel is not actually in distress.
Yes. Worst case scenario. Exactly.
What's the pace that this vessel is moving? Because they want to calculate everything that just in case there are attempts to to U-turn and go by in the deep sea, they will know how to pursue the vessel. You don't go on sea operation in saying one vessel. No. Okay, you go even behind somebody. The person on car, they get on motorbike. Or the person on motorbike, they get on car. So when they go in one corner, the car can go there.
Exactly.
So you need backup. No guys went in deep sea without backup.
Nothing at all.
So okay, let's use a boat that is smaller capacity and can go deeper. Just in case the vessel is moving in the deep sea, we'll have a vessel that can pursue them. That has some military people can think and act. Just sit, huh? The only thing we have put our security men now do that protest us. And how don't chalk. They can display how don't chalk. They can pursue protesters. This is a shame to the military, an embarrassment. Look, if anybody is supposed to be complaining about capacity publicly, it shouldn't be. It should be the police.
Be the police.
We used to police telling us that we don't have capacity. We used to that one. But to hear the military, this is my first time since 2006. To hear the military publicly saying we don't have the capacity on the record.
The people I'm calling is so
yes. I mean, just think about this. This is not the police we're talking about here. This is not the LDEA. This is not the immigration. This is not fire service. This is not the boss card. This is our military coming up publicly to say we don't have the tiniest capacity to pursue one vessel that is distressed.
Aye. What are we people?
But there's another side of this, Alexa. The cartel members are still here and following. Cartel members sat way in Colombia and sent a video here issuing threat to our country and to members of the first family. Our military comes up publicly to say we don't have capacity to even pursue one vessel that is under distress.
Why are you saying these things
Do
publicly?
you know the message you send it out there to your enemies or even the cartel members? It means they can run in here and run back out. That bureau doesn't have the capacity to even pursue them. So they can come here and even break jail, do anything